What's up, guys? Chris Moulton and Drew Martin. It's the Union Report. We're here at beautiful Cardinale Stadium in Seaside, California. And, yeah, we don't have a guest with us today, but what's going on, Andrew?
Not much, enjoying this beautiful day. I wish it was a little bit closer to game day, but we still have, 5 days left?
Yeah, we got Las Vegas this week, yeah?
Yes.
That's going to be a good one. I feel like they're still, what's the word I'm looking for? Fledgling or something?
Yeah, fledgling is a word. I think you can apply that to them.
Yeah, they're kind of, I don't think they've really found their groove yet, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we're hoping that they're not going to find it against Monterey Bay.
Yeah, no, and I felt like on Saturday against on the road against Sacramento, we did look a lot more put together.
Oh yeah, and that goal from Wesley Leggett on the feed from Riley Bidois. I mean, that was just like
beauty. It was. I mean, like a no look back heel, like I don't even know what to call it, but Riley, man, that was sweet stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to get into like ice skating terms. It was like a triple Lutz, like and I don't even know what that means, but
no, his performance did include a triple Lutz and a triple toe loop.
Yeah,
apparently. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I heard that in the Olympics, but I feel like today's been a really positive day for us. There's tons of news coming out, especially about the W, which I'm referring to the ladies team. It sounds like they're having open tryouts this weekend on Saturday. So make sure you register. And what else?
The trip up to Vegas, looking for the first 3-point game of the year.
Yeah.
Really hoping that comes through. Vegas, not for nothing, is tied for the most goals allowed in the league with 7 so far with Pittsburgh. So we need to score early and often. That would be key.
Now, you're our stats guy. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly certain on this one, but okay, we had no road wins last year at all, right?
I don't believe so.
I think we were.
I don't have that stat like right on the top of my head, but we didn't have like a great road record. I know last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up, but I feel like we're already like ahead of the power curve as far as like where we were last season on the road.
I mean, getting a point or points of any kind on the road against Sacramento is a big thing. I mean, that's a tough ask.
Yeah, not just because of the quality of the team, but the supporters for Sacramento are fierce and they make known their presence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm just looking that up right now, but I felt like the one thing that really stuck out to me last Saturday was Jordan Stewart's substitution pattern was like, it was right where it needed to be. In my opinion, right? Yeah. You have all this firepower. Why not use it? And so I was happy to see that Elijah Paul got the start up front. I felt like that made a big difference. It really solidified. I'm not saying that there's, one's better than the other, but stylistically, I felt like it fit a little more succinctly with what the club was trying to do. He's got a good opportunity. He's a pretty tall guy, so aerial duels, when you're trying to get that ball up front in a hurry. And
then the substitution pattern, of course, of bringing in Sebastian Lletget and Nick Ross in the second half, that kind of brought a lot of poise to the midfield.
Yeah.
Some additional passing options, I think you could say.
And one player that I felt like definitely got overlooked like 100% was Nakamura.
Absolutely.
Like what a difference maker having someone. He reminds me a little bit of Moby Fair in that we were texting during the game and I'm like, is Nakamura even in the game? And he's so calm, cool, and collected that his presence almost goes unknown. He graded out pretty well on FOTMob.
Yeah, way above average. I mean, he was contributing on defense, and then he's really known for his passing ability, sending balls into the final third, and he really contributed there. It was just a really solid game. I mean, some players, when they have a good game, they stand out because of flashy plays. I feel like we didn't see a bunch of flashy plays.
Right.
We just saw a lot of like really good, solid plays on both sides of the ball from him.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I wasn't surprised, but at the same time, I was surprised. I'm not surprised because obviously he's a quality player and everything, but just how under the radar he was. And yet when I went back and I rewatched the game again yesterday, because he had 2 through balls, neither of them really came to anything, but the fact that he can break the lines on the ground is something we've desperately missed. If you guys notice, it's always over the top. If we can break the lines with the good through ball on the ground, it makes all the difference. And he had 2 just magnificent passes, and so I was happy about that.
Yeah, and when we have players like him develop, that also gives us more flexibility. We obviously right now I think have a pretty crowded midfield technically, especially when like Adrian Revelar gets back.
Yeah.
But when you have players like Nakamura who are showing that they can really handle the workload there, that's going to allow them to potentially move some players around. Like maybe Leggett plays a few different positions given his experience. They may be able to kind of really pump the team with passers, depending on the situation. So it's really going to give us versatility and options going forward if we can get consistent performances like that.
Yeah.
And by the way, I looked it up, and we had 1 road win last year.
Oh, okay. Was it in Sacramento?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
I
off
think,
the top of my head, but that does sound
I feel
about right.
like we always steal one on the road from Sacramento late, but
one other player I wanted to shout out really quickly was Luka Milesevic. I believe he's at right back, not left back.
The junkyard dog, as you have dubbed him.
Yeah, he's a junkyard dog. I love how he plays.
Yeah.
He's just like a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
He plays rough and tough, but not dirty. I mean, I think there were points, especially in the first half, where his aggressive play was really making Sacramento attackers frustrated, just because he was like bodying up on them, not giving an inch. I'd love to see that. He also graded out really well and looks to be like a really great addition from the offseason.
Yeah, can't say enough about him and Farnsworth. I think once you get Nico Gordon and him together, it's going to be, he played so well. He wasn't shy to challenge in the box a couple of times. He challenged hard. They ended up being offsides against Sacramento, but he didn't shy away from tough tackles, in a spot where if, you get called, that's a penalty kick.
Yeah.
And
Zach Farnsworth had, I think, the play of the game that was besides the goal, which was there was a breakaway for Sacramento, and he came out of nowhere to have a sliding recovery tackle in our box to kick the ball away, which looked to be like a fairly certain goal if he wasn't there. So
yeah, I'm excited to see how that back line kind of shapes up once Nico Gordon gets back. And that side there, I don't know, between the 3 guys that we just talked about, is including Nico Gordon, I think we've seen what he can do. He can literally take over a game where all of a sudden he's like, something snaps and he's like, I'm taking the ball all the way to the final pass, and it's just crazy when he does that. But he's so solid and sound defensively, and with Farnsworth and with guys like the junkyard dog, it's gonna be good to see. And so was there any underwhelming performances you felt like?
No, we're still so early. You have to look at it from the fact that we have still multiple key players out with injuries. Nico Gordon, Revelar, we've had other players miss time. Nick Ross, who came back this week, but he missed a game.
Yeah.
I think that it's also important to really talk about how the club hasn't had that traditional, month and a half that kind of all be together and play together in training camp. People were coming in, trickling in throughout training camp. There were visa issues, there's been health issues, and so I feel like we're almost still in training camp in a way, and I think that players are still learning each other's tendencies and whatnot, and I think we saw a lot of improved play against Sacramento, and I'm really looking for that to continue going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. I love to see that, just being honest, the week before had me a little worried against El Paso. We just looked very disjointed. You could tell that this was a new roster. Guys haven't played together, and I have to keep reminding myself, like, hey, these dudes have been together for like 6 weeks. You got teams like Sacramento, they replace 1 or 2 guys a year, and then it's the same thing.
Look at the Sacramento game. Riley Bidois, who had the assist that tied the game, he literally joined us a week ago on Tuesday. He was there for 4 or 5 days tops.
Right.
And he was able to contribute. So, that's the kind of like trickling in that they've been experiencing.
Yeah, and man, you just see a synergy between Riley and then Wesley Leggett that, it's one of those unspoken things. I think they just kind of jive. You know what I mean?
Well, you also have to, I think, put in mind that they played together in the past. They both were on Loudon at different points last year. I think Leggett ended up the season with Charleston, but I believe he started with Loudon, which is where Riley played the whole year. So presumably they have a good familiarity together.
Yeah, that's true.
From the past, I would assume.
And that's what I like. I don't dig in too deep sometimes the way Andrew Martin of the Union Report does, but I'm sure Jordan Stewart knows that, and so to see the sub pattern with those two guys like play together, hey, they played at Loudon together, let's put them on the pitch here together, and man, I called them out on social media. I said the dynamic duo, man, like Batman and Robin, and I'm not saying who's Batman and who's Robin because sometimes that causes a little friction, but what I mean is they just play well off of each other, and so that was encouraging to see. And so I think all in all, kind of looking ahead to Las Vegas, hopefully 3 points, man.
I would say no match is ever 100% winnable. I do think that this is a winnable match.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into that. No guarantees whatsoever, but if they can build on the performance, especially in the second half they had against Sacramento, I think that Las Vegas, is a possibility for them to come out with 3 points. But we will see what happens.
Definitely. And so looking forward to the open tryouts this week. I don't know why I gotta do that when I say the W, but looking forward to the open tryouts. Hopefully, they've been signing some heavy hitters. I've seen. These are top schools, man. Oregon, Texas A&M, TCU, where else? Washington. So that's gonna put that's gonna put 2 Washington Husky alums in the Crispin Kelp. Elijah Paul and what's her name? We haven't memorized the roster yet, but they've only signed 4 or 5 players.
Yeah. It's looking like it's gonna shape into a really nice squad, and with the open tryouts, hopefully they'll find some folks locally. Even though I believe at least a couple of the players they've signed already are local.
Yeah, they just went away.
They went away to school. So it should be really cool to see that play out, and their season will be upcoming. Did I hear in May?
Yeah, I think May 9th.
Starting in May. So those will be additional opportunities for people to get tickets and go to games.
Yes, I'm flipping the switch like Lincoln Hawk, hashtag like 1980s cinema right there, over the top. How good, and don't lie to yourself, how good did the uniforms, the dark blue uniforms look on Saturday against Sacramento?
Oh, I thought they looked awesome. They really popped, and I'm not just saying that because that's the kit that I bought for the year.
No,
I thought they looked good. They really got picked up nice on camera.
Yeah,
I love the color combination.
Yeah, and the yellow accent with the writing and the numbers, really, it was just right. And I don't think I've ever looked at a game that we were watching and was like, they're in, the crisp, or they're in the kelp. This uniform it stuck out like nothing I had seen before. It made me think I was watching like a Liga MX game, perhaps, something of that level. Like, whatever it was, those uniforms just like made my heart feel good.
No, they were fantastic.
Because it's been, aside from last year, it's just been, you either have a white kit or a navy blue kit, and that was it. And so to me, this was what I had been longing for as a fan. Something
as a fashionista.
Yeah, as a merch, I can't say it, but yeah, my wallet is, I just leave my wallet at the merch stand and then pick it up on Saturdays. No, it's just something about it is very distinctive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you think of, I don't know, think of a team like Barcelona, right? You think of that sort of pattern, or you think of, I don't know, Juventus in the Serie A, the black and white. Like, they have an identity built around these kits, right? And that is what I always felt like we were missing just a little bit. Not that I don't like the light blue kits here at home, but
a little variety.
Yeah.
A little variety.
But these ones, they really looked so good. And I hope you guys agree, because if you don't, you're just lying to yourself. I said that. I meant it. Those kits were just fantastic.
Yeah.
And so I always, when I was playing baseball all through the years up into college, I always felt like if you look good, you play good. And that happened Saturday. So now we have an explanation for it. So what else, Andrew Martin? Anything else?
No, I think we've hit the main topics, and looking forward to Vegas. I really want those 3 points. So
definitely, yes. Hopefully, I'm sure there's going to be some supporters traveling, so safe travels. Headed up there. I actually just told this guy I booked my tickets for the Prinks Tire Cup match in Boise May 16th of this year, so I'm super excited to be going up there and hopefully bring some exciting content back with me for you guys. So other than that, hope you guys like the new camera. Hopefully you see all of the, you probably can't even see my hand, see all of this in good detail. And
this is more of a test video, so
yeah, but you're gonna love it. So all right, well, from myself and Andrew Martin, this is the Union Report signing off, and we'll see you guys next time.